the writer and director of this movie that I was going to talk about tonight, and the owner of Native Boy Productions. And we're here in my office. This is where I do all my writing and editing and store a bunch of my equipment. You can't see it over there, but it's kind of a mess. But this is where I keep all my stuff and I do all of my work. Motivation really was just to tell a scary story, something that was entertaining, and something that was different. And when I say different, just kind of coming from the fact that it's going to probably be categorized as a Native American film because there's Native actors involved. Almost the whole cast is Native Americans. Some of the crew, or probably half the crew, were Natives. But one of the things that I thought was really interesting about this project was there isn't one reference to anything Native. There's not any. It's a universal story. It's a universal suspense movie. You could plug in any race. Really, and I think the story kind of stays the same. So I wanted the story to be what sold it, and that was one of my motivations, was to make to have pretty much an all Native cast, but tell a non-Native story as well, to show that these stories like this, they can be told, they can be made. 2005 was my first project. It was a short film, very low budget, and just friends and family was in that movie. It was called The Dare, and shot it in my house, at a friend's house, and just a couple locations just around the neighborhood. It was my first time trying to make a movie, and it showed. It wasn't the best quality, but it was at that point when I fell in love with making movies. Somehow it ended up in a film festival in Tulsa. Watching the feedback from the audience, that's what got me hooked. That's why I knew this is what I wanted to do with my life, and ever since then, just been at it. A year. It was around November I wrote the first draft. Then I started sending it out and started casting about in December, and we started shooting January 11th. It was a 17-day shoot over about 6 months. That it was kind of a long time, but there was a major commitment from everybody, from the cast and the crew. Luckily, who believed in the project, who believed in the script, who believed in me. So I'm very thankful for that. But a lot of the people who were involved in front of the camera and behind came from afar off. So we couldn't just shoot it 17 days straight, or shoot it in a couple of weeks. We had to plan ahead, make sure schedules matched up, make sure people get off work, funds. A lot of different obstacles kind of came up, and but I was blessed with a great cast and a great crew who were that committed, who loved doing this type of work. When you get people like that on board on a project, it makes it fun, and it really pushes you to do during those hard times, to keep going. And when you see them believe in you, you got something special. So I can't speak enough about how great the cast was and the crew that were involved in this movie.
This was filmed local. Can you tell us a little bit about that? Where it was filmed?
We filmed in a few locations. Mostly, I want to say about 80% of it was here in Oklahoma City. Um, a guy with the name of Roy Hicks very generously let us film in his home for 13 days. And they were great. Him and his family were great. That they pretty much gave us the full reign of the place. Would allow us to move things around if we needed to. What was really one of those things that just kind of happen when you get lucky when you're making a movie. One of the opening scenes in the movie is the main couple, Michael and Carrie, are buying a house. So we needed a location that was completely empty, that looked like they're really buying a home. But then when we started looking for a spot, that was one of my concerns, was who's going to let me come into the house and just completely make it empty and completely move everything out. But then that's when I met Roy, and at that time when I met him, their home was empty, and it just worked out. They let us come in there and film for a weekend, get that scene where they're buying the home from the real estate lady, and then we waited about 2 weeks and came back whenever the furniture is moved in. And so in our timeline for the movie, it really looked like we had a movie set or something. But so that was shot here in Oklahoma City. We shot some locations in Shawnee. You saw the dad, who's played by Jeff Anderson. We shot in his home. We shot some scenes in Newcastle, and then you see a scene here in this room. Actually, my room made the movie.
Let's see here.
Right now, we are trying to get it, when it's completely done, I'm sending it to every film festival I can think of, every film festival that people know about, that people are going to go see movies at. We're trying to get distribution. Ultimately, where we want to get at is a feature version of this. This is a short film. It's a long short film, but it's going to be entered into film festivals as a short. But what we're hoping to get is funds to make the feature. I have a script that is not ready yet, but I have a script written for a feature. We're just hoping somebody to come back it up and to finance it, so we can make this version of it and just tell it a little bit longer, and just tell it a little bit better. Right now, if you want to watch the announcements as far as film festivals, where it's going to be seen next, we have a Facebook page right now. We're slowly working on a website where eventually you can buy the DVDs. But right now it's just, if you go on Facebook, it's under the Violet movie. Just type it in, it should pull right up. And you'll see behind the scenes clips, you'll see the trailer that's going to be coming out pretty soon. And just, if you see a viewing or a screening or a film festival coming up near you, come out and check it out. Come out and watch a movie. Come out and support these guys that were in the movie, and see what a great job they did. I mean, see it for yourself. Yeah, we have a private screening coming up November 29th, the Paramount Theater on Film Row here in Oklahoma City. It's going to be for, of course, the cast and the crew, and for their loved ones, and so they can see what a great job they did. And then we'll have some special guests at the screening as well, some local and some producers, and hopefully some media people come out and see it, and hopefully get the buzz out on this project. I really want people to see it. I'm proud of it. This is definitely the biggest project I've ever done, and I really want people not just to see it because it's something that I did, but making the movie, you make friends along the way. So made some great friends on set with the cast and the crew, and I'm proud of what they did. So I want people to see the great job that my friends did. So yeah, right now that's where we're trying to get that, get the word out. We've got a trailer coming out pretty soon. We have a teaser trailer that is out. The audio is still being tweaked, but we'll be posting that pretty soon as well. We will have an official premiere here in Oklahoma City. The location is still to be determined. The date is still to be determined. But we'll be posting that on our Facebook page. Then we have some places in Tulsa it's going to show it, and Wichita, Kansas is going to show it. We'll have screens out there. So all that will also be on the Facebook page too. So, but the first viewing November 29th at the Paramount.